In association with Official Wrestling comes A Few Good Marks podcast.
Hello everyone and welcome to A Few Good Marks. We are on FedWatch today as we look back at the pay-per-view on Sunday, which was No Mercy. I'm your host Kieran and I'm joined by Croft.
Hello.
And Willow. That's it. There's only the three of us today.
There is. There's a fewer good marks.
There's no predictions champion.
A fewer good marks.
There's one thing that it's. I mean, you can present it to me because it's currently up in my room, but you have a presentation to make to.
Oh yeah, I hereby present you Kieran James Moran.
Oh, you've had to tell the world my middle name, didn't you?
Kieran James Faglord Moran.
Alright, bit far. Carry on.
With this here, the official Virgil card of shame.
Yay.
Congratulations, mate.
This was
You deserve it.
for clarifying, this is for coming last in the predictions at SummerSlam. We now have a predictions card. We'll post up a picture after this podcast goes up of me with my new card of shame.
President of the Virgil fan club.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
Olive Garden fan club.
Fuck money number one.
Fuck money marks.
Moving on. No Mercy. Wasn't that bad?
Oh, do you know what? It was pretty good.
I was
quite enjoyed
disappointed. I thought it was going to be better.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought for a B show, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Last night was
Well, they were like,
questionable.
oh, it's WrestleMania level.
Yeah.
And then it was like, no, it's No Mercy level.
See, now, what
come
I
back
thought
to
was
this.
good was, they had two WrestleMania-worthy events on this show, you could argue.
Which ended up not being WrestleMania.
Well, that's it. They were WrestleMania-worthy because we were just as disappointed as we would have been. WrestleMania.
So true. I think we'd be even more disappointed if they were at WrestleMania.
Exactly. So if anything, this did its job by saying, see, this is what you're looking forward to. Aren't you glad this wasn't on the
Aren't you
biggest
glad
show of the
that we
year?
know more
That
than
is
you?
true, I guess. It works both ways. So let's start from the beginning and work our way towards the end as we always do. So, kickoff show was Elias versus Apollo Crews.
Match of the fucking night.
It was good. It was very back and forth. It was pretty good. And Elias came out on top, which I think is the right decision. I don't think the loss will hurt Apollo Crews too much with Titus in his corner still doing all the stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Apollo's basically dead in the ground at this point.
Yeah,
A little bit.
It's a
I
bit
can
of a
firmly,
chill.
if they're talking about sending people back to NXT, that's
Send him back.
Apollo
He
has
should
to
never
come
come back in the first place.
He shouldn't have come up this early.
How much does Apollo weigh?
Too much.
Too much for 205. Yeah. Get him on a massive cut regiment until December.
But get him on bullfit.
Send him with Seth Rollins to the CrossFit gym. Get him fucking skinny jack.
So onto that's all we've pretty much got to say about the pre-show, and it was
a nothing match.
It was.
Good for Elias.
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah, I think he's only getting a push because he's fucking massive.
Looking real jack, baby.
Looking real jack, baby.
He's massive.
Jack to fuck. So, main card, our opening match was for the Intercontinental title, and it was The Miz versus Jason Jordan. Damn, Jason Jordan's strong.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I like him. I like Double J.
I like
That was
Double
really
J.
good. Why were
J
the Miz
double.
Taraj in wrestling gear?
Because you never know when they're going to jump into action.
But we made the exact same point with Maurice at SummerSlam.
Nah, because.
But if she wasn't in wrestling
Oh, was it? Maybe it wasn't even at SummerSlam. It was a previous one.
But
we
if they
made
weren't
the
in
exact same
wrestling
point
gear, then you
before.
knew they weren't getting involved.
But they did get involved.
Well, then there you go.
But they're not. It's just
You can't have them put the bodies on the line in suits.
they've done it before.
Their finest
If you're going
Louis
to get your ass
Vuitton.
kicked, let's face it, they knew they were going to get their ass kicked. So they're like, I'm not wearing my Sunday best.
No.
I'm not going to, ruin my Sunday best to
You're
get
not
my ass
gonna ruin
handed to
the-
me by the big,
mercy.
vascular Jason Jordan.
The Armani three-piece that Miz so kindly went out and bought them.
I'm sure he did.
Kayfabe is still alive, Key.
So we're going to come on to this.
What's
okay?
kayfabe?
Oh, you mean?
I think
Producer of the show, apparently.
Jason Jordan did. Do you hear that sound in the background?
Fuck off. Right now.
I'm going to make it a running joke, okay? I'm starting a revolution.
Something's running, it's me out of the room. match,
Jason Jordan, he did 2 Northern Light suplex in a row, and I really wanted him to do 3.
Yes,
because Kurt did the whole 3 Joe suplexes in a row.
Have you not been watching Raw then? Because that's like his thing now.
Doing the
Northern Light suplex is like his thing.
Yeah, I know, but like he only did 2 in a row.
He normally only does 2.
Oh, he should do 3.
I think it'd be a nice moment for him to eventually do 3.
Yeah, I think that's
Do
possibly
3
what
and
they're
win.
building up to.
Yeah, to like he'll only pull it out when he needs to.
When he needs to. And The Miz retained. He retained Dirty, which obviously he should do.
Yeah, I think it's too soon for the IC title to come off Miz.
Yeah,
it will always be.
Miz just needs to hold it until he retires now.
He needs
Until there is somebody who can actually contend for it.
Realistically, I wouldn't mind, and Will, you might kill me for this. I don't know what your feelings are on it. Wouldn't mind Miz being the longest reigning champion of all time.
I don't know. I've got. I hate that. I feel like they're just doing this now for the sake of it.
Yeah,
almost.
I
don't think so.
He deserves it. I think
he does deserve it. There's nobody. There is. I don't. At the moment.
I think
not really
what he should do is beat the Honky Tonk Man.
Yes, absolutely.
They should roll out the Honky Tonk Man. I can still shake, rattle, roll, man. You can run, Jim.
Coming out, check your fucking mark.
Crushing finale.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Onto his guitar.
Oh, that would be good. Yeah, I reckon he'd take that bump.
Yeah,
absolutely. He doesn't take no bumps anymore, Honky, but I reckon he'd take that one.
He'd take that for a big enough paycheck.
Oh, yeah.
A few breadsticks in the Olive Garden with Virgil.
Well, you know, so long as the catering doesn't come out of his check, then.
Well, yeah.
Can I just say before, if you're about to move on?
No, I wasn't.
I fucking hated the crowd for this match.
Yes.
Jason Jordan was really good, and they were just shitting all over him.
It's just
they were just not. But
it's a pain in the arse.
But the angle's got nothing to do with it. It was still a good match.
It was a good match.
Absolutely.
And the crowd were just having none of it. I was like, fuck you guys. You don't deserve this.
The crowd in general were very smarky.
During that particular one,
super smarky.
They were fucking
I kind of turned it down, so I didn't hear much of the commentary, I didn't hear much of the fans. I was just trying to watch the wrestling. But the opening match was a very good match, as you'd come to expect from The Miz and the Intercontinental title. That's all you expect. So, the next match was Bray Wyatt versus Finn Balor. I have down here that the video package for the print was spot on. If you hadn't seen SummerSlam and you hadn't watched Raw, if this was like the first time you bought the network and you were just like, yeah, why not? I'm going to check this out. And you had no idea what this feud was about. Mm-hmm. You knew exactly what this feud was about from the get-go.
I love Finn Balor. Love him to bits. I want to like Bray Wyatt, but I just can't.
This is the thing. I think that this feud is exactly what Bray needs to be doing. It's a really
he needs to be winning.
It's a really good. Well, this is the thing. It's a really good idea for his gimmick, but it's hard to get behind him because he's not winning anything.
He's never won anything except the ass of JoJo.
The WWE title.
Yeah,
February.
Did he win that?
He did.
Really?
You wouldn't know, would you?
I forgot about that completely. Really?
you know about they had the worst WrestleMania match, like possibly ever, with Randy Orton for the WWE title.
Oh, fucking hell, yeah.
Had you genuinely forgotten about it?
Yeah, I'd literally, genuinely, like...
There you go.
Forgot I made one.
Well, that wraps up the point on Bray Wyatt.
I didn't even watch the Balor Wyatt match.
Did you not?
No.
I thought, you know what, right? I'm pretty sure.
I hate the feud.
I'm pretty sure that we shit on the SummerSlam match in our review of it, but this genuinely was a really good match.
I just didn't have time to watch all the matches, so I thought, which one am I skipping? The one who I didn't even have to look at the results to know why it lost, and I'm just not invested in the feud anymore.
I forgot. Finn's new jacket and gear.
Do you know how much that is on the
400
shop?
quid.
400 quid.
For a leather jacket?
For a leather jacket with BC on the back. Which could easily mean bullcock for anyone who's not a wrestler. And you're walking, or anyone's not a wrestling fan, and you're walking around with that on your back, and you pay 400 quid for it.
What does it mean in the context of WWE?
Balor Club.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're still trying to make the Bullet Club thing a thing.
Bullet Club.
Bullet.
It was an interesting start. It was an interesting
Shell
start to the match. Shell, yeah.
Round Club.
It was an interesting start to the match with Bray jumping Finn, and then it being all like he's going to go off, and then Finn sold his ribs throughout the entire. Entire match. It was quite good. I thought it was really enjoyable, but as we've said, Finn came out on top. I quite enjoyed it. Now we come to the Raw Tag Team Titles match.
Oh,
Oh my God! What a fucking match!
I will admit,
Ambrose and Rollins versus the Bar of Sheamus and Cesaro. Can I just point out that Sheamus had an LFC patch on his jacket, and I marked out.
Yeah, I like that.
It was so
However,
cool.
I will admit that I did fall asleep during this match.
Oh God! How
did you miss
Boss.
the most
The
probably
teeth.
the most horrendous
The
botch of the year?
teeth. Yeah, I missed
with
that.
the tooth?
That's so.
I
Cesaro
was
is
already
my
watching
hero.
it in bed, and I literally not because they were boring me. I just literally just couldn't stay
couldn't.
awake.
There was a lot of false finishes. I think the bar, like considering, I think it was Alex said on our group chat that she thought this match was really botchy, but it's like, you know what? If you just had your front teeth smashed out, wouldn't you forget half the match? You
Well,
have. Like, you know,
the fact he carried on,
absolutely, and still had a pretty decent match as well.
not with broken teeth, but with teeth
Chipped.
In his face.
in his face,
Yeah.
inside his gums.
Mick
That must have
Foley
been
levels
fucking painful.
of-
That's worse than Mick Foley having them knocked out. They're inside your gums and could have been fatal.
Mick Foley, you know Mick Foley's tooth.
Came
Yeah,
out
went
through his
through
nose.
his. Oh yeah,
It went through his upper lip and
I'll just go on. No, it's like Cesaro with both of them through his gum,
In his face.
in his face, and smiled at the end of it.
Yeah,
The man was a champion.
he's boss.
Apparently, got a standing ovation for that.
Not fucking
So he
surprised.
should.
Not
So
fucking
he
surprised.
should.
Yeah, it was a really good match. There was, I think the bar did a lot of the work in the match.
They absolutely
There really
did.
wasn't that much Ambrose and Rollins to put anything into the match, but I don't think it needed that.
No, I like
It
the
really
finish.
didn't. I really liked the
finish was
finish.
really good.
There was so many false finishes as well that I was like, this is.
You were
I was
like
getting into
rewatching it. I was like on my toes, like the whole thing.
Yeah,
you,
it was
you
good.
didn't know who was coming out on top, did you?
Not at all. That's what it
really
needs.
good.
They
Yeah.
both need to look like they're on the same level.
Yeah, which is what it was.
Which is what it did.
And Ambrose and Rollins retained in a very good match. Next up was the Raw Women's Title match, a fatal five-way between Bayley, Emma, Nia Jax, Sasha Banks, and Alexa Bliss. I thought there was really good and really clear storytelling throughout all of this between all of them. The friendship between Bayley and Sasha, Nia's overpowering, dominating the entire division. Alexa Bliss's friendship with Thingy, Emma trying to get back into it was really, really clear.
Yeah, I liked how Emma's got something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Good for Emma.
Yeah, good
she's
for you.
muscle.
She's getting there. Do you know who isn't getting there at all?
Summer Rae.
Summer Rae for one. That's a lost cause, that I think. And Nia Jax.
Really?
Yeah, I think she's
I'm still not hot on Nia Jax. I
I'm
can't.
not. I don't get it. Like, they throw her in. I think she got really underutilised in this match.
I think, yeah.
Probably the best performance she's had to date, and it still wasn't great.
I think she got called up. She's another one who got called up way too early.
Absolutely.
She's still green as tail shit.
I mean, Nia's she's really, really powerful. Do you see that bump she took from the apron onto the floor? Where it was like they went to I think
Stop
it
paying
was
attention, to
I
be
think it
honest
was
with you.
Emma and Bayley were about to tornado powerbomb her off the apron onto the floor, and Nia was holding on, and then Sasha and Alexa Bliss drop kicked her, so she fell down, but she fell like on the crook of her neck, and I was like, "Oh, she did!" It was one of them.
See, that would
it was
put
like-
most girls out. But she's not like
most girls.
Have you heard of the DLC curse?
No.
Right, so last year, 2K17, the DLC was the NXT DLC, and you had Shinsuke Nakamura, Apollo Crews, and Nia Jax. And what are all three of them doing now?
Oh God.
Well, one of them's in the.
Oh God,
main
Alistair Black's DLC.
So is Drew McIntyre.
Oh no!
Well, Shinsuke's in the main event.
With Jinder Mahal.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
I love him. I love Jinder to
Should we don't talk about this?
We don't mention this on this podcast.
I'll come to why I've gone off Jinder a bit later.
Yeah,
Are
we'll
you
come
a
on to that
Jinder
to
mark?
SmackDown.
Are you a mark for Jinder Ak?
That was awful. It was just awful.
I'm a mark for Mark Jindrak, and I always have been. But as for Jinder,
Are you being hindered?
no, I still like him, and I still think there's hope. It's just I'll talk about it.
Anyway, back to the women's match.
That's the women's match. We are
Alexa-
doing horrible things to the women's revolution.
Jesus Christ. Alexa Bliss retained. My last note I got down is normally these type of matches, not trying to point fingers or anything, but especially the women's ones are so badly coordinated. But this one was far from it.
It was very good.
A very good
They got that right.
Very good 5-way.
Better coordinated 5-way, I would say, than the one at Extreme Rules.
Was that the SmackDown one?
Now the 5-way to decide the number 1 contender that Joe won. I would say this 5-way was better coordinated than that one.
I'd agree with that.
Which is good. Good for the ladies.
Yeah, pulled it off very well. Next up was one of the matches that was billed worthy of WrestleMania. Can I just say before we discuss this match that I'm so glad that a certain member of our team is not here today, because otherwise she would be getting a little bit too excited.
Hey,
Dana! Do you know what?
John Cena versus Roman Reigns. I'm just gonna I'm gonna read out my notes if I may, and then we can think it because so Booker called Cena jacked, and I popped.
Real jack, baby.
I wrote down if Reigns wins, I'm just gonna keel over and accept him. ... Nah. I think I'm pretty sure I wrote the "nah" at the end of the match after the bullshit finisher. I was like, nah, fuck that. I was more hyped for this match than I thought I was. When it got in, I was like, oh shit, it's actually quite a big deal.
It's the first one I watched.
This is really cool.
I watched them in kind of like a machete order.
It was legit. It was the most bullshit finish. I don't care about the rest of the match. It was a bullshit finish.
Wasn't there?
He got
5 AAs and 1 spear.
Four AAs and 1 spear finish.
2 spears.
One.
2 spears.
He
went through the announce table with 1.
Okay. Yeah, but
that was more like a running hold.
Still.
The spears are running.
Still.
What?
2 spears though.
Yep.
No, bollocks.
Yep.
Bollocks.
Yep.
4 AAs though.
Yep.
It took 3 to take out AJ Styles. I'm not okay with this.
Got worked, you filthy mark.
Not okay with this.
Hello, is this Kieran's neighbours at the door?
Are you worked? Are you feeling pretty worked?
It was.
Right now?
It was the most predictable
You're looking
match
real
I think It was the most predictable match I think I've ever seen.
I wouldn't say predictable.
Just
Actually, thinking back,
you knew what was coming. As soon as Roman kicked out of the 4th AA when he rolled it, I was like, right, done.
Spear, yeah.
You knew, I was just disappointed that there was only 1. I thought if Cena kicked out, it would have made it so much more interesting. Would have actually made it feel like a big more of a deal. They really could have gone longer with it and made it bigger.
See, now I was hesitant to say it's predictable. Let's recount the high spots. AA kick out. That's a high spot. They do it in every match. Super AA kick out. Oh, spear through the announce table. Never seen that one before. And then the roll through AA, which he did on AJ. So, okay, this is a bit samey now. And like you say, when he kicked out, you knew it was going to be Superman punching spear. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I quite like Reigns. I know a few months ago I was ranting about him, but the whole point of wrestling is they should change your mind after a little while with solid performances. And he's eating the pins in most of his feuds this year, if you look back. Even the
Alex argues that quite a lot. That
he has
booked this year.
And when he is booked strongly, it kind of wakes you up a bit. And when you think back, you go, "Oh yeah, he has lost quite a few."
Yeah, true.
And it's about time for him to win one.
But then when he wins in such a fashion as what he did, I'm speaking on behalf of several people that I know and the comments I've read and shit. That it's just people are still pissed. It's moments like that that and they do it time and time again to try and get put him against these massive stars to try and get him over with the hardcore fans. And I genuinely think that was the closest that they've come. But they just cocked up the ending. If Cena would have kicked out of that first spear and that match would have gone on for another 5 minutes or whatever, and they've done another. I don't know, maybe an STF around the ring post. I don't fucking know, but it needed something else.
Now, can I just cast your mind back to when we did the podcast on finishes, and we said, finishes are just we have.
No, we haven't.
Haven't we? Have we just talked about it?
Probably.
Okay. When we've talked about finishes, and we said, finishes. They need to be big moves. They need to finish matches. They need to stop kicking out of 15 of them in a row.
Yeah.
And then Roman Reigns does his finisher twice in a match. And
it's against John Cena, though.
Doesn't matter.
Super Cena.
Finish is meant to end matches, or are they meant to be just more moves that you kick out of?
That's true. You do hold a good point there.
Guys in a Crocs there.
Well played. My point with Reigns is that he's not really showing much vulnerability. you can't really go, oh, poor Roman.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
His vulnerability is on the microphone.
He's not like... I almost feel like they're trying to force an underdog
poor Roman,
thing
he's
on
got
him.
a mouthful of bees. Oh, you know what I mean? That's his own fault.
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
almost feel like they're trying to like force this
That's
underdog
what his
vibe on him, like force a Daniel Bryan underdog vibe on him. It's almost like it just
No, I
feels.
don't see
It
that.
still just feels so.
say-
I wouldn't
forced.
say he's been kept down.
No, not in that sense.
He's not
But
an underdog like he was when the Authority were around. He wasn't even seen as an underdog against Cena.
Yeah, that's
or
true.
against Undertaker for that matter.
True.
He's definitely he's still trying to do the sympathetic thing a little bit sometimes. But there's less of that now, so I can stand it.
Yeah, it's getting more bearable. Either getting there with him, but just not quite yet.
Yeah, there's
Swear
not.
to
They've
God,
not
if he
perfected
wins the Rumble again, I'm not going to be happy.
No, neither am I.
I think the thing with Reigns at the minute is he needs to win despite chinks in his armour, but there are no chinks.
Yeah,
You know, there are no chinks in
which
his
is
armour.
why I think is why everyone was calling out for a heel turn.
There are no chinks in his chest protector.
Because it would just be-
Well, as we found out, his chest protector actually protects his chest.
Mhm.
Did you see the spot where Cena punched him in the chest and I went, oh, fuck.
No, I didn't
Did you not see that?
No, I
Oh,
missed
mate.
that.
Yeah, he actually...
I missed that as well.
He pulled a D-lo. I've got a mouthful of wasps. I'm not range.
My last two notes were I did think that Cena had it won after two AAs, and now Cena's off to make movies.
Not necessarily.
I don't get this. Like I was saying to you before, I don't see why everyone's going, "Oh, is he going to retire?" You don't retire. Shawn Michaels retired after the Undertaker beat him in a class match at WrestleMania. Ric Flair.
He's not retiring,
But
he's off to make. He's
Flair,
like The Rock.
Ric
He's
Flair
off to make
retired.
movies.
Yeah, but the Rock's never gone. I'm retiring.
Yeah, but neither did Cena. Cena's not said it, but he went off to make movies.
He
Yeah,
hinted at it.
So this is what I've said. I'm not saying he's retiring. I've said
just said he's
Cena's off to-
retiring.
No, I've said Cena's off to make movies.
Yeah, you did.
Jordan.
My
Yeah.
point
Yeah.
My
Wanna try that
point
again?
is that like everyone's going, oh, is he going to retire? Why the fuck would you retire after a shitty match with Roman Reigns at a B pay-per-view?
No,
You
of course
wouldn't.
not.
What?
course
So
not.
I'm not
Well,
necessarily.
when did the Rock leave to make movies? It was after a shitty match with Goldberg, wasn't it?
Well, that's Goldberg.
Yeah, true. Well, yeah, but this is like
Oh.
this is WWE trying to make out Roman Reigns is like on that level.
I don't reckon Cena's done.
No, absolutely not.
I don't reckon
he's-
he's done like The Rock was, where it'll take him like 11 years to come back.
Yeah,
He's going to be back in a year.
he'll be back for Mania.
He'll be back with me.
Yeah, he's going to be back for Mania. He'll probably come back for the Rumble.
Probably.
Make an appearance and get eliminated, probably by Roman Reigns.
Probably.
And he'll probably win the match and I'll cry. The thing is, Reigns doesn't need to win the Rumble to be in the main event.
No, he doesn't.
Wind me up. They should use that for the SmackDown. Whoever it is, probably Sami Zayn, could benefit from that.
The other thing that gets me about Roman Reigns, I know this is like we've talked about this for quite a lengthy period of time now. Is he's
I think
won.
it's nice to talk
he's got
about
all
it
these
without
accolades.
Alex just like, no, he's the best.
But
Sorry,
he's got
Alex.
all these accolades
love
within
you.
like a year. How much has he accomplished in a year? And how long did it take other people to do like similar things? It took him like 3 or 4 years, 5 years even for some things.
The statistic that drives me mental is the fact I'll probably get my statistic wrong here, but he won 3 world titles within 6 months.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Or it might have been 9, but it's still stupid.
That's
3 world titles within a year.
Whereas it took like John Cena how long to win 3?
Yeah, so even when his first one.
But the
Took him like 3
other thing
years.
with the other thing with Cena is he climbed up the ladder as well.
Yeah,
Won
he
US
won. Yeah, he
before that,
won.
you know.
Well, but Roman won the tag team titles.
That doesn't. Yeah, but as a singles competitor, you can't class. I don't necessarily class as Shield run as Roman Reigns.
No.
because there's 3 of them for one.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
And of all of them, he was
yeah.
the least charismatic and the most easily.
He was
forgettable.
just the muscle.
Yeah.
In the whole thing.
Mind you,
So basically, he took off in
That was because he had
2013, was it?
purpose.
No, it was 14.
14.
So
Shield.
3 years.
Yeah.
3 years, and he's done all this shit.
Was it 13?
John
No,
Cena.
it was 13.
John Cena didn't win like a title until 2005. That was 3 years, but it was a US title.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Moving on, shall we?
Before we drive ourselves mental.
So I've got.
Overall, I like the match though.
It was too predictable for me to say that I liked it.
I liked it.
It was just
got no problem with that. I wanted to see 2 giant bags of meat beating.
Hey, that's my line.
Exactly.
Stealing my gimmick,
I'm
bitch.
stealing your gimmick.
So
But it's so true. That's all I wanted to see.
Bags of meat. I love bags of meat.
I love bags of meat.
Can we move on, please?
Can we move on
Did I
to
talk-
this match and then the other bags of meat?
Yeah.
Speaking of bags of meat,
small bags of meat,
Did I
then one
mention?
of the big bags.
Was it when I saw you in real life, or was it on a podcast where I was talking about big fucking muscly guys?
Could have been either, mate. Could have been either.
I don't think it was. No, it was when you came round ours the other day to drop some stuff off.
Possibly.
But I was saying to him that the thing that the WWE are missing now is like big fucking huge muscly guys like Hercules and the fucking
But then I turn around and
the
just say,
Barbarian and people like that. But
He's not a grog.
He's not like a bag of meat, is he? He's not like a swole.
Brian Cage is a big bag of meat.
I think
Nathan Jones was pretty
Elias.
beefy.
I think Elias underneath is all of his neck scarf.
he's not.
I think Elias is massive.
Compare Elias to
6'5".
compare Elias to someone like Hercules. Hercules is like the biggest fucking like. Just like he's
Things
just like
get weird on this
grotesquely
podcast when
massive.
the three on here.
But it's so good to like see like just big fucking grotesquely fucking.
No,
It is the spectacle.
Just going to leave the CM Punk chant in the background.
I like Braun Strowman for that reason, in that he's close to. Well, he's a massive. He's huge, dude.
But he's not muscly.
No, but he's not like.
Yeah, exactly.
Orbs on orbs.
Yeah.
Like spheres all over his body.
Absolutely.
Which I wouldn't mind seeing more of. So I'm with you on that one.
The odd one, I think would be nice. Yeah.
Right, moving on to completely the opposite of what you just talked about. Cruiserweight title match.
Well, it was almost the opposite.
So it's Neville versus Enzo. I'm not going to do the joke. I've got Enzo, and then I've got a thing
You can
saying.
explain it instead.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. So it says Enzo, and then I've got an arrow pointing up saying, sing Dean Martin, and then Amore. So it was going to go something.
It's funnier when you.
I don't get it.
When the moon hits your eye like a big piece of pie, that's
Amore.
So this is a Cruiserweight Classic match.
I'm sorry I said it didn't get it.
Cruiserweight title match. The match was it was all Neville. And then Enzo kicked him in the dick!
Are you ready to get worked?
Double turn, maybe, potential.
For me, finish of the night.
Yeah, absolutely. No one saw it coming. It made me sit up. I was like, what? It was mental.
Oh.
Enzo Amore is the new Cruiserweight champion after kicking after a low blow on Neville, and the ref didn't see it.
Absolutely
loved the finish. Loved
Fantastic.
it. After the shite finish that we just had, that brightened my day up.
Pretty
brightened my
damn
night
good.
up even. It was boss.
And I mentioned to you guys before we started recording, but I watched 205 Live for the first time yesterday.
Ooh.
Super good. Mm-hmm. Very, very good.
It's got better.
Enzo is brilliant on the mic. People say it, but you don't really drive it home until you see him his promo that he did on 205. It was amazing. He opened the show with like a 15-minute promo. Didn't miss a beat for any of it. Show me anyone else on the roster that can go for 15 minutes without it getting boring.
Yeah.
And
he has the ability
saying
to
relevant
switch it
stuff.
up. Yeah.
It was brilliant. And it didn't seem like it was scripted, because I don't think they're scripting 15-minute promos.
No, I don't think that.
No, they can't do that.
You can't scrape Enzo Amore for the stuff he says.
He was incredible. I loved him. And he did it again later on in the night, and he was involved in the end of the show and did a great job, did exactly what he was supposed to do, which is not get involved in the action and, be a conniving little fucker and hit people when they're down. And he was great.
That's what he should be.
I am converted. I like Enzo.
I like it. Good.
I prefer Neville.
Who doesn't? Hometown boy.
Love him.
He's
From the other side of the
homegrown.
He's the only Geordie that I'm intimidated by.
Really?
The only
Have you been
one.
to Newcastle?
No. So that's probably why.
If anyone's listening in Newcastle and would like to extend an invitation to scare the fuck out of Liam,
Feel free to try, but you're not coming close to Neville.
as he's a scary dude.
Most of the Newcastle's where the men are men and so are the women. So.
Well, yeah, but Ali is tiny jacked as Neville is.
Probably worse.
Yeah, probably.
Have you seen Geordie Shore?
No, and I
It's
never
kind of
will.
the level of scary you're looking at. It's not that scary.
Not really, no.
No, it's not. Don't know where it's going with that
I
point.
just hide
really.
the fake tan and
So that's all we've got. So we're now talking about fake tan, so we might as well move on.
We might as well move on to the main
To
event.
the main event, which was the Universal title match between Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar. If I may read out a quote, my favourite quote of the night, which was, "We're about 1 minute in, and Brock is already on Plan C. T Booker 2017." Don't know why, I just thought that was a really funny quote.
That was pretty
It
good.
I think it just kind of summed up the opening minutes. I was like, yeah, fair play, good call, Buck, good call.
I love Booker T on commentary. He's
great.
good. You're looking real jacked, baby.
Yet another disappointing Brock Lesnar match. I thought it was rubbish.
It was.
I didn't. Yeah,
Lesnar just, you know what?
Standards.
I don't see how now he's a draw after them two bad matches. Like the SummerSlam, SummerSlam one was great. That's because it had loads of people in it. There was lots of stuff going on. When you compare his match against Joe and his match against Braun, both of them were rubbish.
Casuals.
I don't know. I didn't think the
Braun.
match against Joe was that bad.
I just thought there could have been so much more done.
The thing with Brock Lesnar is because he's never around. It's sort of like when he is around, you're like, oh shit, something's going to go down here.
Yeah, but nothing ever does.
He does. Brock Lesnar's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
Just
not-
by turning up, he's a draw. And as much as we don't like it because we're hardcore wrestling fans and we watch it week in, week out, we're not really asked about Brock, but all the casuals who only tune in for pay-per-views
Yeah, that's true.
are like, oh my god, Brock Lesnar.
And when they tune in and see like Paul Heyman tell them that Brock Lesnar's like God himself, you know, it's hard not to get invested in it. But if you had that every week, it gets stale very quickly.
Very true. But yeah, again, there's this argument. But I just thought the match was boring. Just the one F5, I thought would have suited Braun's character and his build for him to kick out at least of one.
Yes. Now, this is what I agree with the kicking out of finishes. If it's someone like Braun Strowman, who's been built up to the main event by being a big, strong fella,
Yeah.
then
He's
yeah,
called
he
a
should-
monster for God's
He
sake.
should kick out of finishes.
He should have kicked out of just the one. Because
What I
that would have set Brock into panic mode. Would have sounded, he would have had to German him a couple more times.
Would have had to do his
dragged-
weird scream thing.
Yeah, would have dragged it out. Stuff like that. It just literally
see
needed
you on
one more F5. One more F5 and I'd have been totally satisfied with this
Same.
match.
And do you know what else would have made it better? I think Braun did 3 power slams on him.
Yes, he did.
Less of that. He should have done like 1 or 2.
No, none.
Or none for that matter, yeah. 1 I wouldn't mind because it keeps Brock strong if he kicks out of 1. But 3 and not getting the pin makes you go, are you sure that's your finisher there?
But then
Braun?
again, it is against Brock Lesnar, and considering Brock Lesnar did beat him with 1, then it's like, when you look at that through a kayfabe lens, that makes Brock look super strong.
But it makes Braun look weak. And Braun cannot look weak now. Because now he does a bit.
But when you compare it, like, so
he's-
Braun's been built to be really strong and is still in a really strong position, but it's just that Brock is like 3 stories even above the strongest guy on the roster, which is fair play if he's your universal
Yeah,
champion.
if he's still walking away with the championship, then keep him looking strong.
Yeah,
I just
absolutely.
think he didn't need to look that strong. Braun should have looked like he was closer to winning than he did.
Okay, well, I think that concludes No Mercy, unless anyone's got anything else to talk about the championship match or anything.
I don't
else about
think
No
so.
Mercy?
What was everyone's match of the night?
Oh, good call.
I'd say the tag match.
Yeah, I'd also say the tag match.
I would also say the tag match. If not, if only for the finish and the absolute swerve, the cruiserweight match.
Yeah, that's a very close.
Neville was also really good in that match, so that was good. But to be honest, like I can't not give it to the tag match after Cesaro did that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Got teeth in his face.
You beautiful, not so beautiful anymore, man.
So there's a little matter that we need to discuss right now. Break it down.
Break it down.
At SummerSlam, we made predictions and Candy won the predictions title. I lost and won the Virgil card of shame. But the outcome of the SummerSlam predictions was actually fairly important because it would decide the rankings of our boys tournament, which is coming up after Survivor Series. It's a long time in the running, but but the problem that we had was deciding the rankings. So obviously Candy was on top. He was the top seed for anybody who's an NFL fan. You'll understand seeds that you get.
Oh,
He's on top.
I understand Candy's seed.
Why did I do that?
Candy is the top.
And obviously I came last, and Pete was only just above me. But it meant that Croft, Willow, and Alex were all because it came down to the final match. It was very much tied. So the 3 of them went into No Mercy and made predictions again. to see if we could actually establish some form of order. Now,
We kind of did.
we kind of did
Almost.
because Willow and Alex drew again, so they will now be picking at Hell in a Cell, and fingers crossed it doesn't come out the same that time. Otherwise, we are just flipping a coin because.
Can we not do a quiz?
No.
After the last one.
We only do the quiz for the briefcase, god damn it! Anyway, off topic, what I really wanted to do is praise Croft.
Thank you.
Because Croft amazingly got 7 out of 8 predictions right. Well played, sir.
Thank you very
Well
much.
played.
I think I've peaked.
Croft Meltzer over here.
It was very impressive.
I was the oracle for a B show.
Oh, it was good. It was
Where
very
it didn't
good.
matter.
No, it didn't matter. In
Double
terms of
J let me
championship.
down. Come on, Double J.
No, yeah,
was
Jeff Jarrett.
It was Jeff Jarrett.
Jesse G.
So that's that covered. So looking forward to Hell in a Cell. I think there's only been a couple of matches announced so far.
They announced last night the Usos and New Day will be also inside Hell of a Cell.
Cool. Excited
So
for that.
crispy.
I think that's going to be a very good match. Can't wait for
Spread
that.
them a juices.
It's going to be good. Is that just 2 of them versus 2 of them, or 3 versus 2?
I think it'd be 3 versus... No, 2 versus
I
2.
imagine it'd be 2 versus 2.
Yeah.
Because then it's a handicap if it's 3 versus 2.
Yeah,
Isn't
that's
it?
very true. And that's not a tag match.
Unless, they get on the phone
so
to
that's in
Cousin
Hell-
Rocky.
So that's in Hell in a Cell. Shane versus Kevin Owens.
Yeah,
Versus Hell in a Cell. Can we talk about the Mr. McMahon segment first?
We pre-bladed.
We probably should.
Go on, Vinnie Mac, lad.
just
Give me
ignore
the blade.
Just ignore your own rule,
No,
mate.
I still got it.
No blading in my company.
Except me.
Except for me.
Fucking.
I want to look like Dusty Rhodes.
I'd love if he just reversed the blading rule after he just got bloodlust. Like, everybody blade.
To be fair though, he's
Ric
old.
Flair walks out. He's not even like, no, Rick, you're not even on the show. Woo, yeah.
You need to blade.
To be fair, like Vince is
already
like,
bleeding.
Vince is like 70 odd years old. His skin's probably that thin. He doesn't need to blade.
You pinch it with his fingernails.
And then I think it's Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jinder Mahal. Is that also inside Hell in a Cell?
No, I believe
really?
not.
I really don't want it to be.
It's in a Punjabi prison, man.
I mean, yeah, well,
No, I think it's just a normal match.
That's a shame, though.
I mean,
I wanted to see how they get the Singh brothers involved this time.
inside the Hell in a Cell. It's just as long as the
Collapse through the roof.
off.
Come down on a zip
No, they
line.
seriously. Like, I think unless like Daniel Bryan puts like sanction on it saying if the Singh brothers come out, then Jinder loses
Well,
his
from
title.
ringside.
Yeah,
That would
basically.
be good.
But then he'd just get him out anyway because he'd retain.
No, but obviously, but saying if they come out, then he loses the title.
Oh, sorry.
God,
I don't listen to you.
fantastic.
No, it's about time that they brought that step in, really.
I mean, yeah, yeah.
What if it's like a double shark cage match? They have one for each Singh brother. So then, so they drop something down to to Nakamura, and Shinsuke gets it. And then the other one drops something down, and they have like a knuckle
lightsaber
duster
duel.
off. Yeah, I have like a knuckle duster off.
Picture them dropping lightsabers.
So was I thought that's absurd.
Yeah, let's just
blur the
Let's just-
Imperial March over the speaker.
Let's just kill the business. We've already done that with you on top, Jinder.
What were we gonna say? You mentioned kayfabe before, and this came out. I think it was today.
Oh yeah, she directed
Carmella
the
and
1989
James
Slammies.
Ellsworth are having a baby.
Brilliant.
Quotation marks. I'm sorry.
I love it.
WWE can't make up their mind whether they're in the middle of a reality era or a midlife crisis.
What is she going to give birth to?
Jason Jordan.
Just,
I reckon.
I was gonna say just a chin, but that's better.
I was going to say like a foot. Like every 20 years, like someone else births a different body part.
I can't believe
and
this.
together they come together to form like the ultimate wrestler.
Goliath.
But I mean, like, there. Fuck, I'm trying to thought now. Fuck.
Former
on a,
Hercules.
in the,
It's Hercules. Someone gives birth to like a massive bag of roids.
anyway, in the reality era, so called, and you've got the network, and they've had Breaking Ground on there, and they've shown Carmella with Big Cass. And I'm pretty sure they've shown that. I'm pretty sure she's on Total Divas now, where she will be on it with Big Cass.
Yeah, I think
don't
last
think-
episode they were arguing about where they wanted to live. That's all.
Exactly.
Work preview.
It's
So
like
they're showing it. Do you know what the issue is, or what the explanation I should say? They stopped caring. They don't give a fuck anymore.
Pretty much.
Because they know the kids aren't watching Total Bellas or Total Divas.
It's sad, isn't it?
And the adults are, so that's for them.
It's sad.
And the kids can have Carmella and Ellsworth.
It's really sad.
It's working for them.
I guess, but I still think it's kind of sad.
Do you reckon if like they ever get divorced, they'll have to have like a chain match to determine who has custody?
Custody of the bag of steroids.
The bag of roids.
Shit on a pole match.
Right, well, we will leave you with shit on a pole match. We've been a few good
I
marks.
have something more to say, but I forgot what it was.
Let us know what you thought of No Mercy and keep in touch with us on Facebook and Twitter. Don't forget to like this video, give us a comment, because why not? Also subscribe to us on YouTube, all that jazz, and we will see you soon. See you later. Bye!
Fuck.